So happy New Year, everybody! At dromund Ka. It's Pete the King here with a war recap video on New Year's Eve. We've got some good three-star attacks. I'll tell you, this has been this is an Indian clan. We're fighting Superone. We have had a lot of us in the clan have struggled with the bases in this war for whatever reason. Maybe um, I know I struggle with my attacks. Some other people have struggled, but we've had some other people have stepped up to the plate and gotten the job done with some good attacks that have put us in a good position. It's hard to know right now. We may or may not win this war, but I want to get this video started uh, because I know there's just been some good attacks. There's about 42 minutes left, and they've got some more attacks. So we'll see what they do in the next 45 minutes. But I want to get these attacks on tape because I wanted to learn from them and show some of the good work that the people in our clan are doing. So let's start out with the number 3 base, and this is our lzOn or lzOn, and he's got a pretty much a go wee wee mass witch attack going on here. He's got 3 golems, ton of wizards, and then 6 witches. And this is, first of all, it's a good base selection or good attack selection by LZ. That's interesting. He's got a Valk going in. Good attack selection because you've got an open spread out base here. So spread out kind of bases with room for the witches to run is it's a good choice. Interesting. So he drops a free spell, which he's in Town Hall 10, but a lot of us in Town Hall 9 have that spell. So it's going to be interesting. That's something we need to learn. So he's got just really able to do a lot of damage with the core. What's interesting here is that this attack, okay, so his queen is still up. He loses king, but it's really interesting to see just how powerful these witches are, because you might think, I've seen a couple of these witch attacks where you think to yourself, I know not using witches that often. I'm just used to putting witches in an attack and then watching them kill them in the beginning. But in this attack, the witches really get the job done. There's about 4 of them coming down here. 3 of them, maybe more. 3 of them, you got the queen. And then what happens here is that what's interesting is these witches get the job done with, and now that's a nice use of a wall breaker there to send that in. But he's got minions and witches. He's got 3 witches, and they were able to take out these point defenses, which I would not have guessed that would have happened. But these witches, the mass witch attack has a lot of power. So nice job, LZ, and showing us the power of a mass witch attack. So let's go to number 4, and we're going to replay that one. Oh, this is okay. This should be interesting. Let's see what's going on here. Ash says he's going in soon. Okay, that's good. So LZ. Now, what's nice here is LZ's. We're a little overmatched in this war, so he's attacking down. But these are tough bases, and he nukes 2 air defenses. I really want to see what happens there. He's got level, okay, so he's in Town Hall 10. He's got level 5 dragons. And he's sending loons in. And the loons, he puts a haste spell on the loons. He's got a ton of dragons. There's still 1 air defense up. I'm sorry, there's 2 air defenses up. And let's see what happens here. He's got, okay, so those loons really are staying alive a long time. That's a pretty good run for those loons there. and he's got one air defense, and he's got 1, 2, 3, 4. At this point, he's got 5 dragons still alive. So, and he's got both of his heroes, which he put into this. He just put into the attack. So let's see what happens. Wow. And he's gonna have, I think, that dragon. If he's no, not yet. He's gonna if the dragons can take out the point defenses. Okay, he rages his king, keeps the king alive. If these dragons can, and the king is tanking actually. Wow, look at that. So now the only caveat here is that he's got level 5 dragons, so that's why. Because to be honest, with the update, I've thought about using dragon attacks, but nice job, LZ, taking advantage of the Town Hall 10 status with the level 5 dragons, getting it done. Getting a lot of tanking out of those. So let's go on to the next one. So LZ really stepped up in this war and got us 2 valuable 3 stars. Okay, we're going to replay Heineken on base 7. And this is an interesting attack because it's a mass witch attack, which I wouldn't have, I would not have predicted that or scouted this base as a witch attack. But what's interesting is that the base is so compact that the witches really are able to go almost, I think they go around it, unless, is he using a jump spell here? So he's got a jump spell, and man, these witches are going to town. Heineken's got, he's got Town Hall 10 wizards, but he's got level 10 heroes, and these witches just overwhelm the base. That's amazing. That is a sweet attack. I gotta say, it's just nice to see some really good attacks, especially from some other people in the clan. When you're having a bad war, it's just nice to see other people succeed. That's why this game is so great, is that you can have a bad day, but you can feel good when other people do well. And here, this is just, it's interesting. I'm going to have to go back and maybe I'll try this attack a couple times because he has got, these witches are just going bananas. He's got his queen still up, and all he's got is witches, but he's got like 7 witches, and they're spawning, and these, look at all those skeletons. Now they're lucky they didn't run into that double giant bomb. That would have been a problem, but those witches, he's got like 6 witches. Look at that. That is amazing. Wow. Okay. Well, clearly we've been missing out on something with witches. So let's move on to the next one here. Ash delivers the goods with this attack, and I have to be honest. Ash is one of these guys where he's got his own attacking style, and it's his own, and he uses giants and valks, and he's had a lot of success with them. And I have to be honest that I've not really taken the time to understand that this is an attack that works, but I haven't been able to figure out the theory behind it. Now, Ash lures out the clan castle and takes him out with a poison spell, which I think, to be honest, after one of my attacks where I had the dragon kill my queen in the last raid, I've got to start doing that more. It's just luring and killing, because these, with the double poison now, you can do that. So, okay, so he sends in the giants. And what's interesting with Ash is that he doesn't do traditional funneling. He lets these attacks kind of unfold where he's got all the giants. And what works about these attacks is the giants and the Valks must have similar AI, because they're kind of walking together and they're moving with the king. And they move through different layers of this base. And right now you've got the attack working in different phases. So you've got these giants coming in the middle, and you've got these Valks. And the other thing that he does that I haven't been able to figure out how to do is he's good at staggering in and saving wizards. My problem is I usually throw all the wizards in at once, because I figure, well, I want to clear out the buildings and do sort of traditional funneling. He's more patient and he lets the raid kind of unfold and then deploys the wizards as needed, and it really works here. The attack is working because he's got troops in different layers of the base. So he's got stuff going on in the core, and he's got it's just really it's effective because he's got troops in different phases of the base. So they're going through here and clearing this stuff out, and he's got giants, valks, wizards, and credit here's to Ash because this is an attacking style you just don't see a lot of. There's just not a lot of YouTube videos on giants and valks, but Ash has delivered a lot of results with this one, and it's pretty solid. So here's to Ash. We know it's a 3-star already. That's why I'm showing it in the movie. And he's still got a couple giants and a few Valks, and there goes the mortar, and then yeah, that's pretty much it at that point. So nice job, Ash. Okay, we're going to number 10, Forek. And Forek delivers the goods here with a what is really his bread and butter attack, and I want to watch this closely because this is an attack that I want to master, which is the Go Va Ho. So he's got the sends in 2 golems, wizards. He puts a poison spell on the clan castle, and he's got a jump spell now. And let's see, how many heals does he save for the Hogs? He's got 2 heals. He's got Valks. Okay, so he's got 2 heals he's saving. And I think what's critical here is, and this is where we just saw an attack from Outlaw, which went the other ways. He sent in the Hogs at the right time. That's the thing in these go-ho attacks that I always mess up, is you either send them in too early or too late. And right here, the timing is good because you want everything working together. So he's got the Hogs working. And okay, he's used up all his heals at this point, but he's got a lot of his heroes are up. He's only got like 5 Hogs, but somehow his heroes can make their way through the base. So everybody's together, and it's just a strong attack from Forek. And I think what works about this attack is the staging of it, and how he's got basically. I think the key to this attack and making it work is getting the heroes. Sending in the Hogs at the right time, and getting the kill squad put in the right position to get the maximum tanking power. So the kill squad's taking a lot of damage. So let's go, and I think we got one more I want to show here. I think actually there's 2 more because I want to show Skye's attack. Okay, so this is an attack on 12. This was the base that I was originally attacking, and I did a Govaho, and it almost worked, but not quite. So Retiv's got to clean it up. It's interesting here. Retiv is doing. I think Retiv is an alt. He's either Pono or Forek's alt. So he's an alt for. This is an alt for one of the clan leaders. And he's got a jump spell here. What's interesting here is he uses. Retiv uses Valks instead of. I'm sorry, he's using Pikas instead of Valks. So he's got his heroes at this point. Again, the keys to a good go-ho attack is getting everything to the core and then sending the Hogs in at the time when the stuff like the Expos are shooting at the things in the core. Like when you've got that Expo right there, when that Expo is shooting at that golem, that takes that Expo away from shooting at the hogs, and that's just critical. What's interesting here is there's a double giant bomb that got triggered there, and that took out a lot of hogs. But what's good about the surgical deployment is he's got his hogs in different groups, so that minimizes the impact of the double giant bombs because you've got different groups of hogs. So this is an interesting attack because it's kind of touch and go, and he's lost the hogs at this point. So he's really going to have to rely on a combination of um, all of his troops, sort of, and the tanking ability of them playing off each other to get the 3-star here. So. It looks like he's got 1 point defense left. And it's interesting because in these raids, it can go either way. There's a lot of trash buildings here at this point. And the question is going to be, does this Tesla just kind of pick off everything before it can get to it? But right now, the Tesla's out of range. He's got both heroes up and a wizard, so the wizard goes down. And this is oftentimes when you see these raids when they can go either way. When there's one freaking Tesla up and it just starts killing everything because there's a storage unit right in front of it. But fortunately right there, it's tanking on. Yep, there you go. So fast forward. And we're going to show one more attack. We're going to show Skye's attack. Uh-oh, looks like somebody's attacking on the other side. We're going to show Skye's attack. I like this because Skye's doing some different stuff here. And that's interesting. So he drops 3 earthquake spells. I'm not sure if that was the way he planned it, but we'll see what happens. He's got some interesting stuff where he's using a combination of balloons, and then he's got 1 lava hound. And let's see what he does, what his kill squad does here. Because he's going to want to take out some of these air defenses, I'm assuming, before he sends in the loons. So let's see when he sends in the loons. How many air defenses does he take down? Okay, king goes down. Queen's down. He's got 1 air defense down. Okay, that's interesting. He's got 3 air defenses up, and he sends in 2 lava hounds. Only 2 lava hounds. And although that's a really small air defense up there. So let's see what happens. That's a pretty weak air defense, so I think that's why this attack worked. I wonder, oh, you know what? The Expos are set to ground, and that's why he was able to pull this off. Those Expos were set to ground, which was a good eye by Skye in scouting this base. So interesting attack, and I really like this because there's some creativity that's involved here. So good job, Skye. We're going to wrap this video up, and Happy New Year to everybody in Drum and Ka. Let's hope we can pull this war out. This is Pete the King signing off. Happy New Year.